when I was in prison, right, I used to tell the guys when I go home, if God was to ever bless me to make good money, I'll make sure I get a crib, that I have enough rooms that I get my own private gym. Because in prison, you got about 2,000 to 3,000 inmates in there, and it's only one gym. Everyone is fighting at the same time to get the weights. So sometimes you might not even work out. That's why they say prison guys got like the best workouts, because we improvise and we could work out anywhere, because sometimes you got no choice. I was finally blessed, and the crib that we live in now, when I got it and I seen the basement, I seen a room down there, I was like, wow, there go my gym. So I was blessed to get a crib with an extra room that I turned into a gym. Alexa, turn on basement TV. Alexa, turn on basement lights.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on Iron Man.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on Iron Man receptor. Average day in prison. Okay. So every jail is different, right? Basically. But the only thing that's mandatory, you get 3 meals a day and you get 3 recs. Recs is to go outside in the yard. Now, if you're in trouble and you're in the box, you won't get 3 recs. If you're in trouble you will only get 1 hour rec. You're entitled to 1 hour rec by law. So the average day. So let's go backwards, kind of back to frontwards, kind of. So this is lock in. We're locking in at 9:30. Lock in means you're locked in yourself. 9:30, you're locked in. You go to sleep. Whatever you do in your cell is whatever you do in your cell. You go to sleep. You have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Bed fully made. Nothing covering your window, because guys put sheets up to cover their window. Nothing covering your door. Fully dressed. Lights on. Standing count. You have to be standing up, fully dressed. Basically like how you see in the Army movies. And the officer will come by and count every inmate in the cell. It's usually like 64 inmates on a tier. A tier means it's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Kind of like how apartment building is. But it's 64 inmates. Usually. Yeah, so they come by, he count each one of y'all. When he's finished counting his unit, he writes in his little book, count clear for him. They got to do the whole jail, which is 3,000 inmates. Sometimes 2. Once they do that, that jail has to do the whole jail like that. Then they send it to Albany, which is that's the capital for New York. Once New York State count, the whole state count clears, then they say, okay, now y'all could lock out. Let the guys out. So around 8 o'clock, they lock you out. It takes about an hour for that count to clear. They unlock you. Now you go to breakfast. Breakfast in the morning in any jail is mandatory. You have to go, right? You go to breakfast. After breakfast, you have program. Program means your job. It's either, you could be a porter, right? There's really no money there. You're making like $1.65 a week being a porter. But if you got a GED, you get the good jobs. If you don't have a GED, you don't get the good jobs. They kind of run it like how they run a society, kind of. So now, you got a job. Okay, whatever your job is. Or if you don't have a job, you went and took a trade, which is a smarter way. I had a trade. I had something called building trades. They teach you how to do construction. So you go to your program, and you're in that program from, I would say, about 8:30. About 8:30 to 11 o'clock. From 11 o'clock, after 11 o'clock, you go back to your cell. Same procedure. Count time. 12 o'clock, they break you back out. Now you're going to lunch. After lunch, you go back to your program. Right? You go back to your program. You at that program from around 12:30 to 3:30. You go back to your cell. Go back to your cell, and you're in your cell all the way until 5:30. 5:30? No. 3:30, you go back to your cell. They do the count at 4:30. 5:30, they crack y'all out to go to dinner. You go to dinner. After dinner, you go to the yard, or you can go back to your cell. If you got a night program, usually night programs is like, you got college at nighttime,
You have like mental programs, how to be a better father, healthy relationships, like sociology programs. You know, if you're in a religious group, they'll meet up at nighttime. You go to the church, the mosque, you can chill with the guys, pray. Or you go to the yard. You go to the yard and you work out. Hang with your boys. You can just walk around the yard and just talk. The TVs is out there, the phones is out there. So that's your night vibe. What else? What else? You're outside in the yard until 9:30. No, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. They have something called early go back. That's around 7:30. So if you don't want to wait outside from 6:30 to 9:30, especially when it's cold. Upstate in New York, it's cold. You're talking about 20 below outside. It's cold. To the point you could be talking and your mouth will lock up. You will see like snot drying up. Your feet feels frozen. Like there's times I was frozen. I never felt cold again in my life since I left upstate New York. Like Jersey's not even cold. I don't even wear a jacket. It's cold up there. So say you go back in early go back, you lock back into your cell. Some guys go back early to cook and they cells, or you could just hang out till 9:30, you know. I used to hang out 9:30 because I work out with the guys, then I get on the phone, we might walk around, just talk, man, like, so I'll go back and then you lock in your cell. Now you get showers every other day, like 2 or 3 times a week, depending on the jail. Days that I worked in the barbershop, I got lucky. I was able to take a shower when I got out the barbershop. So days I worked in the barbershop, I would get back in my cell at 9:30. But because I worked the barbershop that day, I was able to take a shower to wash the hair off of me. Days that I didn't work in the barbershop, I would take a cell bath. So I bought one of those little, you ever seen a baby, when a baby's born sometimes, they give you that little baby thing, the baby, with the baby stuff so you can wash the baby in, a little tubby looking thing. Kind of like saying you can soak your clothes in. I had one of those. And what I used to do was stand in it butt naked. And the water is cold, there's no hot water. And you gotta like push the button for the water to come on. So I used to like push it and get the rag, wipe my whole body, then soak my body up, push it again, get a cup. And remember, I'm taking cold baths. And I'm just like this, trying to do quickies. But at the end of the night, you feel clean because at least I'm taking a bath every day. Every day I'm taking a bath. No matter, I'm in a barbershop, regular. So that's a cell bath. When it comes to washing clothes, you only can send your state clothes, the stuff that the state gave you, your uniforms, to wash. Your personal clothes, you can't. So you got to get a contract with the laundry guys to wash your clothes. And that's a pack of cigarettes. A pack of cigarettes is worth $10. If you don't have a contract with the laundry guys, you can wash them yourself. I had contracts, and then I didn't have contracts, but I mostly wash my clothes myself. Now, guess how I wash my clothes? The guys that been in jail is gonna listen to this is gonna laugh. You put your soap in your toilet, and you washing your clothes inside your toilet. Washing it, rinsing it, flush the toilet. Get the soap out. Put that pants back in there or whatever, right? Wash it. Now you holding the pants tight and you keep flushing because you gotta get that soap off the pants. That's you're the washing machine. This is how you wash clothes. So you might soak your clothes in a bucket overnight, do all the washing in a bucket too, and then rinse it out inside the toilet because you need fresh water. Stuff like my socks and all that, I do it in the sink sometimes. And then you get like shoelaces and make a hanger in there, and you can hang your clothes up in there. But you better hope it dry overnight. Put a fan on it, because in the morning, when the CO comes to do that count, all of that stuff better be down. If it's an asshole CO, he's coming to your cell and rip all of that down. Or he might even try to give you a ticket. Yes, guys get tickets in there. You get tier 1s, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 3 is like the worst. It's like a damn felony. That's for like cutting, stabbings. You get a rape charge, like weird shit. Bringing stuff in, contraband. You get a tier 3. That tier 3 could cost you a whole new bid. That tier 3 it's definitely taking you through to the box. That's the worst ticket. Tier 1s is nothing. They might say, I caught you smoking in your cell. Okay. Tier 1, you might lose 15 days of rec. You can't go outside, 15. You can't talk on the phone for 15. You basically go to chow, your program, back to your cell. You know. Tier 2 gets a little bit more technical. Like, you know, that could be for like a regular fight without a cut and a stabbing. So there's levels to your tickets. Now, if you got a parole board, those tickets add up because creating a history. So now say you got a parole board and you trying to go home now, and you got 20 years worth of violence and getting in trouble. When the time you go parole board, they're gonna say, yo, you not eligible for society. You've been getting in trouble your whole prison been. And then you gotta fight that. Yo, listen, I'm in prison with a bunch of felons. How you expect for me to not get in trouble in this type of place? This is the worst of the worst. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. You get hit at parole, 2 years. Come back and see me in 2 years. That's how that go. It's real. It's real stuff. But yeah, that's the normal day in prison, man. Like right now, I'm talking to y'all, 6:30. They about to break these dudes out in about 4 minutes because everything is on a dot. That's why some prisoners, such as myself, time is very important to us. Because there's no, yo, give me 5 minutes, I'm late. Everything is to the T. As soon as you sit down to eat in the mess hall, you might have about 10 minutes to eat. And I don't even think it's a full 10 minutes. When that CEO say, when he tapped that table, his whole tear better come. It ain't no, yo, I'm still eating. No, get your ass up, let's go. So it's like the Army's very strict. So I was never an on-time person my whole life until I went to jail. Time is like of the essence for me. I do not play with time. On my leisure time, I'm at peace because I don't have to do nothing. But like my normal days, yeah, my schedule is crazy. From work to dealing with other situations in my life, I'm so time spanned. But it helps your life though. It really do help your life and keep everything organized. I learned how to be organized by going to jail. You have no choice. Even down to saving your money. Your family send you money and you're allowed to go to commissary every 2 weeks. You can spend $55. So if your family only send you money once a month, you might blow that 55 if you got the 55 to blow it on buy food. But now you know your family can send you money for another month. That $55 gotta last you a month. You know? I had other ways of eating every day without trying to go to the mess hall. Me and my boys, because I had hustles. I had a candy store. So my candy store, I was doing 1 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 5, such forth. A lot of guys get high. So you come to me, you might buy a bag of chips, an M&M, and a Skittle. I'll tell you, listen, buy me back one of everything you took, and the price of those items of what it's worth, just say it comes up to $5. Yo, buy me a box of rice, buy me some beans. So I'm making a little list. Just say to Chris. Chris might owe me that. So I got a list of dudes of what they owe me, how much, what they took from me, what they owe me, and when they go to commissary. And when I come back from my program, that stuff will be there. You know, they might have threw it in my cell, gave it to somebody, yo, give it stuff. And I always had food. I had so much damn food because I'm getting it like that through the barber game. I'm cutting hair and through my candy store. And I got a team of dudes with me. So we eating. Like I ain't gonna lie, we ate good. Like we making baked macaroni and cheese in prison, rice and beans, honey barbecue chicken. I'm making lasagna and that shit. I'm making cheesecakes. No exaggeration. I wish I had pictures to show you how I was doing that. And yeah. So I had so much food that if you have too much like snacks and food, the CO kind of would know that you got a store going. So I used to be like, nah, I got too much. I got 15 bags of Doritos and 30 regular chips. Yo, send that to my boy and I'll put it in my boy's cell. So we all kind of like ran the store. It was my store, but I got it like in their lockers because it looked too hot for me. Too many cigarettes. So, but you find ways of how to really survive in jail, man. Really find ways. Anything in life, man, just how human nature is. You're going to find a way to survive, whether you like it or not. And if you watch the average jail dude, they can survive. Even jail dudes that's doing bad in life could survive. It's just the way that our makeup is. We learn how to do that for so many years. Oh wow, I got a spot right in front. Y'all know where I'm at, right? I spoke about it through this whole documentary. See, that's where I go all the time. The reason why, because I be leaving work making these videos a lot of times. So after work, I go straight to the gym. And I do that like 5-6 days a week. That's like my mental. Right after work, I'll go right to the gym. I'm not one of those real house dudes, man. I don't know. I guess it's a prison thing, mental thing, PTSD thing. I like people, but I don't like people. I like being outside, but I don't like being outside. But I do like working out because it's like, it's good. You know, it's good for your health. I'm getting older. It's good for my body. People that work out, they said have a better chance of living longer. I don't look 47 for my age. I look younger than some young people because I take care of myself. And I just don't want to get old and washed up and beat up. And I like wearing clothes. I like looking good in my clothes. So it's a lot of perks to working out for me. I'm going to catch y'all around. trust issues now. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt when I meet them, but a lot of times, man, people have no choice but to reveal their true self, right? You just gotta sit around and wait. Sometimes it might take months, it might take years, but no one could continuously lie about who they are as a person. They have to reveal that stuff. And a lot of times, man, it's not what I thought it was. I love very hard, very strong. I would bend over backwards for you, pause. But then a lot of times I get shitted on. So I really try not to help people to that point that I'm gonna get hurt. Because it's hurtful when you give a person, not saying you're all, but you're all, and then you get shitted on. And it became like the story of my damn life. I always get caught up in it. So I trust people enough that if they hurt me, violate me, it won't sting that much. I've been living like that for quite a while now, you know. Became my life. Now being married is okay. It got its ups and downs. The problem with me with being married is I don't like control. I don't like people telling me what to do. And out of respect, you have to do that when you're married. You know, you gotta like check in, and you gotta, you know, it has nothing to do with the marriage part. It has something to do with what I've been through in life. And being in prison, I had someone controlling me, telling me when to eat, when to take a shower. Then I came home and I had a parole officer doing the same thing. And I'm like, damn, when am I gonna be able to control my life and become a grown person without anyone really telling me what to do? And I feel like God gave you life for you. No one should have power over you to tell you what to do. And some guys like it, but it pisses me off a lot. Like, I got guys that can be getting haircuts in my chair on their girl call. And they be like, bro, yo, give me 5 minutes. I gotta answer the phone call for my girl. Bro, you in a barber chair. Like, dudes will put their whole life on the side for this one female. Like, she's like your boss, like your mother, like. And it drives me crazy that guys do that. If I'm on the phone with someone and say my wife called, I'm not hanging up with you. I'll call her back when I'm finished. It's like nothing to me is that serious unless the house is burning down, you know. But if it's just I'm hanging up, when you having a great conversation and I'm hanging up just for her to say, hey, how's your day going? I'm not doing it, man. Like, I do it all the time. I'm not hanging up with you for no one. I even do it with my mother. If I'm on the phone, I'm on the phone. Like, I'm not at no one's beck and call. And that's how I live my life. Some people might like it, some people don't. But I always tell people I know I'm not 100% a good husband because I can't be. Because of that. I don't like people telling me what to do. I hate it. I hate it. I try to pick myself out of situations that could lead me to that. People telling me what to do. I'm a grown man. I have respect. You know, respect is due. But I don't like control. And that's why I clash a lot. But besides that, you find someone that you can build with, right? Because there's levels to marriage. Some people marry for beauty, booty, sex, companionship, finances. It's so many different levels to being married. And you got to pick the one that works for you, right? And I think all of those are bad. You should marry someone that you can build with for the future. Because when life start life and bills start billing, you need a team member. Marriage is supposed to be a team member. Whether one holds the house down and one works, or y'all make it work together, whatever the case may be. This green tea got my my lips and everything, like, feeling weird. And that's the beauty of marriage. Like, you got a companion, y'all can build with each other. Y'all can come together financially and create a nice family, a nice house, travel. That's what marriage is supposed to be about. Someone you could build. No marriage is perfect. They're saying, the new study out right now is saying, if marriage lasts 5 years, if you be with a person for 5 years, there's a chances y'all could be together for 20 plus years. Because most relationships don't last over a year now. Because everything in life is 50-50, right? And most people are selfish. They're taking more than their 50. So because they won't get their 50, they're leaving. And because this person ain't getting that 50 from this person, and their 50 becomes like 80% of work now, they might say, you know what, forget this, I'm leaving. So you gotta keep the balance. My wife is great. Like, she's a great person. She got her degrees, very smart, very educated, great moms. I can't take that from her. Great moms. She holds the crib down. The crib, when it comes to fixing the stuff in the crib, building, that's me. When it comes to keeping everything in order, cleaning, making sure stuff is done, she's great with that. Like, I don't ever have to worry about a bill not being paid. Everything is on time. The kids stuff, well, she's very well grounded and organized. I never actually met a female so grounded. When it comes to saving money, oh my God, she's an animal. She's great. I never met someone to save so much damn money. I always tell her that she's cheap because she could really save some money. I mean, we had our bad times, ups and downs here and there. That happens. That's in every relationship. You go to work and you argue with your boss today and tomorrow, you're back, cool. That's just life, you know, life be lifing. But besides that, so this is the first house I lived in when I came home. Oh, they painted it. I didn't have it that color. I painted it like a week after I got home. It was like a cream and like a cranberry. They repainted it. That's the house I came home to that my wife bought when I was locked up. She actually did her thing, man. Moved out here. My son was 3 months old. 3 years old. Started a whole new life from New York to South Jersey. So I came home to like a nice house. It was chill. Nice block, nice neighborhood. That's the house. It's the crib. I'm gonna take y'all to Kmart and the dollar store that I basically stayed at. Recently, they shut the dollar store down because the dollar store is right next door to a new ShopRite that they're building. The ShopRite that I used to work at, they're moving. So where the old Kmart is, I'm telling you guys about it, is. So it would have been a conflict of interest between both of them. So basically, they moved the dollar store. But this is a spot that I used to always go to a lot. Like, I lived in a neighborhood. I didn't really have a car, so I couldn't really get around. So the dollar store was my go-to to get like snacks, drinks and stuff like that. My energy drinks. Money-wise, like, I was still trying to get my life in order. So I wasn't thinking about wearing Gucci and Louis and all that fly, fancy stuff. Like, that wasn't on my mind. I would literally was shopping at Kmart. Like, you go to Kmart had like nice jeans, nice t-shirts, you know. Same thing like right now, Target be having some real fly stuff, like great quality t-shirts. But Kmart, a lot of my clothes was coming from Kmart back then. because they was cheap. I was able to walk there and get to it. You know, I was on feet, so it's sad to see the Kmart go, but it is what it is. So this right here used to be the Kmart that I was telling y'all about. This was the spot. Right over there used to be the dollar store. That's another one of my favorite spots. Shop right that I used to work at. That's the one I worked for 11 months. I was making $8 an hour. It actually was a nice spot, you know, first coming home, nice people, great environment. It's just that one time I had a conversation with my manager, right? And like I said, I was making $8 an hour, and he was from New York too. And he was like, why are you here? Like, this was like, not saying beneath me, but he was saying like he felt like I could have did better at my age. I was 37 years old, and I explained to him my situation, fresh year out of prison, and he was like, listen, it's gonna take you, I think he said 3 or 4 years to make $12 an hour, and I was in 2014, and I was like, wow, you know, coming out of prison at 37 years old, no credit, no bread, no nothing, like not being established. I'm like a kid, a grown kid. And I was like, damn, I can't wait 12 years, because like I said, this whole journey at the beginning, I was chasing money. The only thing about money, chasing a career path. And I was like, you know, it's cool. I jumped on it because I had no choice, because my PO gave me an ultimatum, because my case is violent. When you come out, you gotta do a violent program for a year, every day. I didn't have no car, I didn't have no money, so it's like, well, I'm gonna be jumping on the bus to get to this program every day for a year. But he was like, if you get a job, you don't gotta do the violent program. So I was like, you gonna make money with the job, you know? So $8 an hour didn't sound too bad than just doing the program for free. So I jumped on the job, cool. Opportunity was always to grow. I was doing maintenance in there. All I did was mop, sweep. You know, when you go to like ShopRite, there's sections. You got the deli, you got the grocery, you got produce. Of course, you got the back stock room. So all I did, I had a little strategy. When I came in, I went to every one section first, emptied all their garbage, made sure they was good. Went to the back room, all the boxes from like grocery, taking all the fruits and stuff out. I broke all the boxes up. You gotta put them in the box compressor, crush it down, wrap it up. If the machine gets full, take it out with the forklift, put it to the side. A truck will come and like take that. I did all of my big work because I'm coming off someone else's shift, so I didn't want to continue doing what they was doing. So I would like start off with a clean platform, and through the rest of the day, my job was smooth. And I'll tell everybody in every section, listen, as soon as your garbage gets full, hit me up on the you know, we had the two-way phone things. Just hit me up on the walkie-talkie, no problem. So they was hitting me up, and I'll come right over, knock out their garbage, you know. So I never like got really like busy, because I always stay on top of my game with that. And besides that, my life was a little smooth, and I'll still walk around and have ample time to help other people, socialize, But like I said, it was a real chill job. I used to work from 3 to 11, sometimes 3 to 10, or 4 to 11, 4 to 10. It was weird. I was getting a lot of hours because they really messed with me. But because I was part-time, they couldn't give me 40 hours. That's when I learned this. You only could get 39 hours as a part-time worker. If I touch 40, I'm tapping into a full-time worker, which they would have had to pay, I guess, give me benefits and all that. You know, they even gave me 39 and a half one time, but I could never get 40. But they really banged with me, man. It was a good job. All my jobs I had, I never just said F them and walked out. I put my 2 weeks in, walked out gracefully. I was able to get a couple of my young boys. I think I might have got like 5 young boys in the same shop, right, starting their lives off while they was in high school. And I still tell people, yo, when you go there, just put my name on the application. Like, my name is still solid when it comes to working here. It's just, you know, part of your journey in life. You can't get mad because these people ain't paying you the way you want to get paid. Listen, this is a job. You applied for it. It's either you take it or leave it, right? You got to know your situation. Like, if you feel you can do better, no one is stopping you. Do better. And that's why I never get mad at no situation I'm in, because I know, as a person that's not stupid, I know I can do better. I know what I can do. I know my qualifications. So, fresh out of prison, I accepted it. I humbled myself and accepted it. Same way, this same job, my first couple of clients came from this job. So what I was doing was this. I lived literally like walking. I used to walk to work too. Walking, if you walk, just walk, it's about a good 20, 30-minute walk. My wife used to leave the house 6 in the morning and work from 6 to 4. Get home at 4. I had to be at work at 4:30. Right? So I had my daughter. I didn't have the bag to put my daughter in daycare. So I stayed home all day with my daughter. When my wife came, she took the responsibilities of my daughter, and I went to work. Now, if I would have walked, I would have been late for work every day. So that 30-minute walk ended up being a 10-minute walk because I was running up this road every day, running to work. So when I get there, I'll be like 5, 10 minutes early, go in the bathroom, clean off real quick, start my day. So at nighttime, I used to cut people hair. So finally, my little cousin, she gave me an Acura to use. Shout out to my little cousin Nadi, man. She gave me an Acura to use, and the Acura was like literally getting me around. So what I would do is this. After work at 10, 11, I would drive dudes to my house, and I would cut their hairs for $15, $20. And then I would drive them home afterwards. So you consider gas and all that, you're really not making $15, $20. You might be making $10, you know, because you got to consider the gas and all of that. But I was doing all of that just to keep these guys, these clients. Long story short, I don't cut none of them no more, you know. But it was all part of my journey, man. That's what this whole documentary is about. It's just about my journey in life and how I got to the next level. Because people always ask me, yo, bro, I watch you from day one. How the hell you do that shit? How the hell, you know? I said, bro, it was just all a journey, man. It's just sitting back thinking, a lot of being by yourself, figuring out your life and how you want your life to go. You know, that was my main thing. I had so much time on my hand and I didn't have no real distraction. It was all about me. And I was able to just think a lot, man. Even now, I think a lot. I'm able to put so much things in order. And that's how I was able to come up with the plan I got. And it wasn't like, even though you got a plan, you don't know if your plan is going to work. It's really God. It's the blessing from God. And God, like, really dotting these I's for you. Because, like I tell you, back in the days, I'm going to go to that shop next. I wasn't a busy barber. And one day, out of nowhere, I was like, yo, I'm booked the hell up. So I turned to the other barber, shout out to Mike Skills. I was like, yo, Mike, I'm booked up. He was like, yeah, bro, I noticed that you've been booked up like every day. And then it just got consistent, you know? It just got real consistent, me getting booked up. And I was like, my number called. It was my time to really get it. But all of this, it's God and it's consistency. That's the two things in anything in life. I don't care what we speak about, whether it's a job, it's a craft, a career, being the best at something, any relationships you're in. Because a friendship is a relationship, right? Just a regular friend. A job is a relationship. A regular relationship, like between two people, like everything comes with consistency. And of course, if God wants it to work, it's going to work for you. So don't ever forget that part. But let me show y'all around a little bit of this whole spot. So you see in that corner right there, that shop right is main office. This is the first shop right that the Zally's family ever opened up. It's like old as hell in here, but this is like the landmark for all of the Zally ShopRites in South Jersey. I forgot how many. I think it's like 7, 8 of them. So this is the store. What I'm gonna do is when I get in there, probably grab a cart so we don't look so weird vlogging and no one say anything to us. Let's grab a cart. All right, this is ShopRite. Wow, I didn't come to this place in about, I want to say about 4 years. I really don't come and shop right that often. But while we're here, let's do a little shopping. Let's get something for the crib. I don't know if any one of my old people used to work here still, that I used to work with, but we'll see if we run into them. ShopRite be having some fly cakes and all that stuff. Like you can't, it's crazy. Like they really got a nice little cake section. Let's try this blueberry cake. Let's try the blueberry. All right, let's go. There used to be a bank in the corner over there. So I guess they closed the bank down. So I just have to go inside there. That's the other part where it came from the deli, from the bakery. I just have to clean all of that. This whole place I literally cleaned. Everything. All the stuff on the floor that he's picking, making a mess with, I would have to clean. You got it. So this is the station right back here for maintenance. You can walk through this door right here and go to the bathroom here, but you can walk to the left and you'll be able to see the back maintenance room. Or we could go from down here, which one I'll show you. One of my clients in here. What you doing here? What's up with you? You alright? Yeah. What you doing, shopping?
Yeah, my fucking sister and shit. I be running around while she in Georgia.
Georgia? Oh, she in Georgia. Oh, you about to cook and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm grocery shopping for them.
For them. I just came here to do a vlog. I used to work here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing a documentary of my whole life. No, that's my life. Yeah, I used to work here years ago.
Oh, I know you used to work at
Yeah, shit, this one right here.
Oh, shit.
So I'm doing like a whole little documentary, adding it to my documentary. So I'm doing a little vlog right there. Yeah.
And then when they move, you gotta go to the new joint.
Yeah, I went to a new joint because I used to go there to hang out when it was Kmart. I used to go shopping.
Oh, yeah.
I used to shop in Kmart when I first came home. So I'm just doing a little documentary, putting it all together. Yeah. There's some things in here though. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, there's some things here. Yeah, I see you. All right, later. So this is the other door. No, that's you. It's the other door right here. To go to the back to the room. Basically, the place is still the same, like the same type of setup and everything. It not really changed too much. ShopRite got the best ice cream. All your ice cream lovers, ShopRite got the best ice cream. And their chip aisle is crazy. I think they got more chips than like Walmart. But since we in here, we're gonna do a little shopping. So what do we need? What do we need? What's that? Coffee? Man, let's get some coffee. It's not bad. What? Where's the good stuff at? The cookie aisle and all of that. Is the cookie aisle? Yes, it is. Let's get some cookies, man. See if they got my favorites. They do. Let's get the big batch. Big back. Hold on, this is the soft one? Oh, it's the chewy one. We don't want the chewy. One of my managers that used to work here, his name was Bill Hart. Real cool dude, man. He ended up passing away. Found that out through Facebook. That was sad to hear. I gotta get back on my cereal, man. I don't be eating cereal like I used to. And I love Captain Crunch. It's actually like my favorite. But it's probably better to go healthy. But let me find a way to justify it right now. I just want Captain Crunch, basically. Where the Crunch Berries at? Captain Crunch. I ain't had a Captain Crunch in so long. All right, let me not be greedy. Let me get a little small little box. All right, cool. I will get some ice cream, but I'm not going straight home, so the ice cream won't work for me right now. Nope. See, the ice cream section is crazy. Let me show you the ice cream section. Excuse me. It's the ice cream section right here. They got the best ice cream, I swear. Look at their friendly section. Look at this joint. All friendly ice cream. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The friendly ice cream comes out every Friday. So when it came out, what we used to do as workers, we used to snatch what we want, put it in a bag, and hide it from y'all customers. See? But ain't nobody messing with ShopRite when it comes to ice cream. Look at this joint. Look at this section. Look at this joint. We're going all the way down here. We rocking. Look at this. Look at this. Crazy, right? Ooh, Eggos. Let's get some Eggos. Thick and fluffy. It's only 6 in a box though. Let's get something. It's more big in the box. Excuse me. Let's get the regular one. Let's get the regular one. Damn, I shouldn't have bought this either because I'm not actually going straight home. They should be able to keep. I'm in here getting fat, right? Just buying big bag stuff. Crazy. Yeah, so, you know, basically that's what I wanted to show y'all. Where I used to work at, be around this whole store. This was like my beginning of my transition into life before I really didn't even know that I wanted to be a barber. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna take y'all to the barbershop I used to work at across the street. I'll take y'all there real fast. So I used to go to work. Eventually I was able to, what happened? Put my daughter in daycare. And I used to work at the barbershop in the morning, leave the barbershop, and then after I'll leave the barbershop and then walk across the street right here to ShopRite. And then I was doing it like that. Sometimes they put me in the schedule to work in the morning time. So I work ShopRite in the morning. After I leave here, I will walk back across the street to go to the barbershop. And that's how I basically did it. So that was my transition. The line's kind of long. Let me see if I get a shorter line. The point in life that no matter what, no matter like who comes into my life, who stays, disappears, whatever, I have to make sure that I'm okay, that my life is where I want it to be. Because sometimes people come into your life and basically take your soul. They take your love, they use you, they abuse you, and they leave you broken. Sometimes people be broken forever. So I'm human, you know, I would hurt, I would dwell, I would do all of that. But like, once I get over you, like I'm over you. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm a good person, and I know I'm a helping person. And a person really can't say, like, if you come into my life now, you could talk shit about me if you want to, but you probably can't say I didn't help you, right? So at the end of the day, it goes back to you. You have to live with that. The person that you are. Am I just lying on his name? Anyway it goes, you know the real. That's how I look at it. You know the real who you are. So you can lie to social media, you can lie to the world, but when you're like at home and you're locked in your little world and you sit back and you think about it, because the mind just does what it do. You could be like, I'm gonna forget this person. I'm not gonna acknowledge this person. But the mind is not gonna let you do that. You're gonna have to like really lock in and figure out how you like treat a person at the end of the day. And I treat people the way I want to be treated. So that's just the way I am. Because the old me, you would have so many negative things to say about me. And it was easy to walk away from the old me because I didn't leave good marks, good stamps. Now in my life, I'm trying to get all my blessings, trying to get all my angels. I'm trying to get all my blessings, all my angels, because I'm trying to be a better person for myself. Because that's what really matters right now. I have to see God through the end of this journey of mine. And I don't want to have a bunch of bad things, right, for him to attack me on. It's like going to see a parole board. They judge you for all the things you have been doing in prison for the last how many years. And if it ain't good, chances are they're going to hit you. So that's my parole board. You can't hit me. Well, I'm not trying to make you hit me. I'm not trying to make you hit me.
crib, meet the family. Watch who the first person that greets me. Watch the love I get. Watch this. There you go.